Hello everyone, this is Morica. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to do some nails and we're going to be using one of my favorite tips that I like to use. It kind of cuts out half the work for me. What I'm going to be using here is the Wonder tips. And these are the ones with a really thin lip that's transparent, so you have to do a lot of filing in order to blend. So we're going to do that. And my model here, I wanted to share with you, her nails are like paper thin, and I think what it is over time, the primers that they had used before back in the day when they didn't have regulations, primers, we know acid primers are corrosive. So over time, I think it has made her nails even thinner and thinner. So we're working now with sheets of layers of nails. That's all she has. They're peeling. As you see, I also did not like trim back like a ton of cuticle, or a lot of cuticle, I should say. I clipped them short and shaped them a little bit because they're going to fit under the tip. They're not going to be seen. If I was going to blend them and use a clear tip, of course, this would be made shorter, but I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to leave them as long as I can. Like I said, because they're paper thin, I'm going to need as much support as I can get for under the lip. So this is great for people who are older, who are all taking medications, people with diabetes, people who have who take a lot of medications and that actually interferes with the layers of their nail. So what I've done is I've already sized out the Wonder tips that I'm going to use here. And now what I'm going to do is going to glue them on. And then from there, we're going to do a soft blend and etch the nail to get it prepared to go ahead and to use our acrylic on, because we're going to lay with acrylic. All right, so let's see here. Get that out of the way. All right, what I'm using is KDS nail glue to apply. So let us begin. Okay, like I said, I've already sized them out. And as you can see here on these, they have that little lip. Let's see, it looks, there you go. We can see that. You know what, my camera looks actually a little bit cloudy. All right, can you guys see that okay? I love you too, honey. Hi, Rhonda. Can you see this okay? Does it look clear enough or not? Because it kind of looks a little cloudy. I wonder if I touch the camera. Let me see if I can. Okay, you're gonna see a little, I'm gonna try to clean the camera a little bit here. All right. Apologize for that. There you go. There you go. Better. Okay, even I can see. Great. All right, I'm gonna bring you down just a little bit so you can get a better view. All right, better. Okay, fantastic. All right, I can't get you any closer, otherwise my files won't be able to go where they need to go. All right, so once again, I went ahead and gently, I didn't clip a whole lot off the cuticle because the way I do nails, I need that little extra padding because I'm gonna be banging into that area to get it prepared for the acrylic so that it doesn't lift. So what I'm doing now is I went ahead and I sized my tips. I'm going to go ahead and just a little bit, just mainly on the tip, and then on the lip. I put my nails on yesterday, so excuse they're not perfect. I did them very late at night. Because I wanted something fun to do. All right. Oop, oop. Come on, Amorica. All right. All right, here we go. Now you're going to notice when I do put these on her nails that you may see like a slight extension off to the side. Her nails are also really flat. So what's great about these nail tips is when I go to put them on, they're actually giving to fit to the nail. That's another thing I like about the tips with the really thin lip like that. See, even if it comes out a little bit, that's fine because I'm going to shape it. But Like I said, her nails are really flat. As you can see. Can you see that? They're really flat. So, there you go. Alrighty. And you notice I didn't buff the nail at all when I did this because her nail's already really super thin. I'm trying to do as minimal file as possible. I'm trying to file where it counts. And this one here, this is our writing finger, and usually the writing finger will have a curve and then a straight edge. So we're going to go ahead and apply. And like I said, you're going to notice that there's little hangnails and the cuticle's a little, you know, looking rough. A little. That's okay. By the time I'm done with all the filing I'm going to be doing, that extra added padding is going to act as a buffer. So I'm not going to hurt her anymore than, or damage or create baldness to where it's going to be very easy to get an infection, where a lot of people remove the cuticle. They call it, I think sometimes they call it a Russian cuticle clean or something like that. I can't remember. See how her nail is flat? And look at how nice, relax. You don't have to see how it gives? The tip actually gave. And that's what you want. You want it to give a little bit. But it's on there. If it comes off again, that's okay. That's okay. All right. And remember, if they're a tad big, that's okay. Her nails are flat. The tip is going to conform to that. This is a client that would be coming back to you literally every 2 weeks, every 14 days. They need to be there. Because you always want to make sure that the nails are in great shape and condition. Now, you will have lifting with people who have nails of this type. You will have lifting because, like I said, it's like sheets on sheets. There you go. Got them attached. All right. So let's go ahead and... The video will be a little bit longer than normally, this live video, only because there are a lot of other factors that we're working with. Her nails aren't perfect, and that's what, that's our job. Our job is to make them look perfect. There you go. And you can see there she also has ridges in her nails, and that just comes, like I said, over time. Medications can do that. Some people who are nail biters will have that feature, or just some people that just, you know, as we get older, will develop those. But what our job is to do is make them look perfect. Now, is that length going to be okay, or do you want me to take them down a little bit? Or you can leave them long like that for just the holidays, and then we can go ahead and trim them. There, you see that one's a little wide. We're just going to bring that in when we go to file. Oop, forgot to put some on here. And the first ones seem to be the ones that are the flattest here. All right, we're down to the last one. And once again, for people who have the scaly nails or the nails that are layers like this that peel off easily, okay, I'm going to turn it sideways so that you can see. That's okay. As you can see how flat her nails are, that's where the work comes in. That's where the artistry comes in. We're going to try to create a nice, beautiful apex on those. But see how they give? This is the one time where having nice soft tips works great for you. Tips don't always have to be, you know, that hard plastic. Not everybody can wear the hard plastic. Okay, so now what you're going to see me do is now using my four-sided file. Now, taking this edge right here, you're going to see me, this is how I push back the cuticle naturally, and it allows me to rough up the back of the nail. It's a soft blend because there's really no blending needed. What I'm doing mainly is just roughing up her nail to put the acrylic on. Now, if you wanted to, because this is a no blend, you could actually do this and then glue the tip on if you want. It's totally up to you. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and remove the number. Now remember, it's clear. Even though you see a little powder line, it's clear. And you'll see that when I go to put the product on. So using the edge of my file, getting into the sides. Go ahead and support the tip with my finger just to get the number off. Go ahead and beat back on the back. Push the back of the cuticle with your file. See, all that stuff that people will take off prematurely, look, it's coming right off. And protecting her nail at the same time. And if there's any stubborn pieces, that will come off at the very end. And here I go, over the top. I've been doing this for quite a long time, and funguses and things of that nature, they're non-existent. I think I had one client, I don't know what happened. She came, she got a full set. Within like 3 or 4 days, she came back. All of her nails underneath, all of them, were green. They looked like they had a garden under there. It was horrible. And I was like, what? I was just floored. So I had to take them off and I had to treat her. And I told her, but you know what? She told me she did have problems with other people. But she didn't specify. She just said that she had, you know, lifting and stuff like that. So I'm thinking, yeah, there's got to be something she's doing I don't know about. But she wouldn't share, so I just told her I'm sorry I couldn't take that risk and do anything more because she loved them. She really loved them. And it's hard for someone to sit there and brag and brag and brag as soon as they're done. And then days later you come back to the same environment and go, oh, look what happened. All right, but there you go. You're pushing back on that cuticle. Get that ready for that acrylic to just adhere to. All the way around. I don't see a lot of this going on. When I see videos and stuff like that, that's part of my Sewell technique. It's part of the steps. Oh, see, there it goes. Didn't I tell you that it might come off? It looks like this one's loose. That's okay. That's fine. Your nail is flat here, so okay. Okay, we'll let that dry and see what that does. All right. And I'm using the coarse side of my file to do that. This is what people would normally do when they use their e-file. That's what they're doing. What I'm doing with my file, they would do with their e-file. A lot of times you will see people make comments about these types of tips, stating that the reason that they're a no blend tip is because it's designed for temporary wear, almost like a plastic tip, the ones that cover the whole nail. Because what you're supposed to be able to do is put like a little dip powder back there just to blend it a little bit, kind of create a little crossover, and then you smooth it, and then you should be able to put your polish on. You don't have to go all this way and do what I've done here. All right, got the numbers all off. Okay, I'm gonna do over here, do the other hand. All right, going in here once again to get the edges, because these did conform to her natural nails, which are a little flatter than the tips. I'm sorry if I can't respond right away. Oh, that's great, Rhonda. I'm glad that worked for you. Yeah, you usually buy the tips that I carry, the hard plastic ones, which are phenomenal. We could have used those here, but they would not have stuck or given way like these did. These are a little, and I wanted to do a no blend with her anyway to show how it's used. Okay, relax. And once again, using my file, beating back the cuticle gently. It's just a gentle. Some clients even really enjoy it. It's like almost a mini massage for the fingers. There you go. Just roughen that up. So go ahead and beat that back. But this way too, you're not taking off a ton of skin. Just enough. Okay, I'm gonna bring this in a little. This also doing it with your hand on this particular type of client is the best way to do it, only because the e-file will take off way too much, way too quick. And remember, because their nails already peel, they have a lot of their layers already exposed. Get the number off that one. All right, we're almost there. Remember to gently roll it around that cuticle area. You want to remove all the dead skin. Remember, the cuticle area, all that tissue is designed to be there for a reason, is to protect so that you don't get debris or germs underneath your skin. That's why you see a lot of people who do their nails, or you hear about many people that get their nails done and they do that deep cleaning cuticle and they think it looks beautiful, which it actually looks really nice. But they start doing something at home, messing in their garden, shoot, going to the restroom. As soon as you get anything that's not natural or not clean under there, that's where your infections come from. That is where they come from. They may not look super pretty. They may not. Okay. I don't know if you can use these with the polygel and the dual. Well, you know what? No, wait a minute. There is a video that I did do that I used these tips. It was with, you may want to take a look at it. It's my Acrylic application. I was showing 3 ways that I applied, and one of the ways was with this tip. I used a polygel. So you may want to run or take a look at that. Run over there to my videos, scroll down, and you'll see the Acrylic demo. And I've actually used this on one of the fingers or 2, and I applied the polygel to the dual form and then put it on top of this. So it does work. All right, got that done. You're seeing that in real time. I'm not speeding it up. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit it with my Teresium stone. Just to make sure. So I'm going to come in here. And this is going to loosen anything up that I didn't get. Going to etch the nail in the process. A little bit more for me. Yeah, but I could feel just a little resistance in some places. This is mainly, I just use this mainly for the cuticle, and that's why it's got that point on there. Because everything I needed done, I already did to the surface of the nail with the file. So this is just getting in these little tiny corners that I might have missed, or my file didn't quite get in. But that's what this stone is for. It's great. And these are something I'll have in my store. They come in all these pretty colors. Well, not a lot of colors. I think this is going to be like 2 or 3 colors. Pink, blue, and gray. I think that's what I'm going to shoot for. And these are nice to have personalized. So you can put these in your client kits. Now you're saying, well, I could pull out the e-file and I could do what you're doing right there. Yes, you can. If you're a master at your e-file, sure you can. Some people know their e-file a lot better than I do. This is just a risk I'm not willing to take personally with my clients with these types of nails. I want her to come back for years and years and years and years to come. All right. Real manicurist with real nail problems. With real situations. Practical. Not everybody's the same. I can't use perfect models for everything here. All right. All right, now what we're going to use is going to be a primer on her nail. And because she is, like I said, her nails are very thin, we're going to go with a non-acid primer. It's non-corrosive. Okay. And we're hitting it just to the nail bed, not on the plastic. Make sure we get all in here. If you feel any discomfort, just let me know. You shouldn't. I always tell clients, this is the point, and the other nail techs, this is the point where they don't look their best. This is like before. We're the only ones that get to see it like this before we actually get to really look at the end product and see how beautiful they come out. You'd never know they started from this point. And I cannot guarantee no lifting with this type of nail because of the way they peel. That's why they should be coming in every 14 days, every 2 weeks. Because if there's going to be any lifting, you have the danger of mold, so you have to be really careful with that. Alrighty. We got our primer on. We got our cloth. Okay, we're going to just cover with a clear. And of course I've got my monomer and my acrylic powder. And it's similar to a 3-ball method. Alrighty. And you going to keep him that shape? You like him square? Okay, should have asked that in the beginning, but I know you like it square most of the time. And go ahead and just hit the nail where I'm going to lay the product. Alrighty, here we go. Okay, you're going to let it self-level out. Alright, and we sweep back using the body of the brush. Alright, next ball. Middle, there you go. This is where we're building our apex. And what you're going to try to stay away from is about 1 millimeter away from the edges. And I clear about 1 millimeter. I'm using the body of the brush, gentle sweeping down. Okay, here we go. Right next to the cuticle. Let it self-level. Okay, using the corner of my brush, now I'm sticking it into the cuticle and pulling. Into the cuticle and pulling. Gently releasing some of the liquid so that it will carry a very fine, thin coat or layer to the cuticle. There you go. You're going to let the acrylic and the liquid work together to do the work. Like I often hear one technician say, let us learn to work smarter, not harder. And my stepdad told me that originally. I was like, yeah. Okay, relax. Let me carry your finger. And there you go. And there's your apex. Turn to the side there. There you go. There's her apex. Right there. Came out really pretty. It's okay if you let a little of the product roll over to the side. It's okay. You're going to file that off. And the better you get at it, almost none of that you'll have. There you go. All right, next one. Wetting it, making sure everything I'm going to cover is ready to go. Make sure it's wet for the acrylic to... All right. That's just one of the things that I like to do. All right, there you go. Ooh, a little too much. That's okay. I'm going to pull back using the body of the brush. And I don't have good lighting in here. I'm just relying on that one little light. I should have more light throughout. I think it would have been better. All right here at the apex. All right, here we go, right at the cuticle. Just from it. Wet my brush, work it down. Let the liquid, releasing a little liquid, allowing it to combine with the powder and allowing it to flow on its own. There you go. Then just clean the cuticle off. You'll see a lot of technicians also will work a ball back there, and they'll, I do a little of this kind of motion as well, but if I don't have to, I don't worry about it. Don't worry about that. All right. Got it all wet. How it's going to look. I'll swoop down. Let it level out slightly. right, here we go. Next one. This is where we're building our apex. Bring it down. Every technician has the way they really enjoy doing it. A really good technician will learn many ways because all her clients are not the same. So it's always good to broaden your scope when it comes to learning any medium. I was actually trained in sculpting. I only got into doing tips like this with an overlay because of my mother. She was like, work faster, work faster. You need to work faster. Don't build. Just do it on a tip. People will pay the same. I didn't find that to be the case for me, but she was right. It worked for a lot of people like that. Okay. Alrighty. Once again, I'm wetting the surface of everything that the acrylic is going to touch. I think that helps my nails stick really good. These are all products that are petroleum based. They just do certain things to it, these petroleums, so that they can sell them in different stages of their composition, I should say. I hope that's right. I hope I said that right. I have to talk to my husband to see if I said that right. All of this is really part of one particular product. It's just in different stages. These will look slightly, I think these will look slightly off only because she wants them really long and she doesn't have a super long nail. So where we had to stick the tip on allows for the maximum amount of adhesion so that they don't all just start popping off. There you go. Those look really pretty. They came out really nice. They're coming out really nice. Once again, we go ahead and hit it where the acrylic is going to fall because I want to make sure I've got everything covered. All right, so that's pretty much it. That's what I wanted to share with everyone. I'm going to just do this one hand here, one line, because we're running a little long. Letting that level out. Now remember, you can use your e-file on this part when you're done. It's just I don't really recommend it when you're starting out. All right, now we're going to build on the apex. Make sure we got it all where we want it to go. Go where it's going to fall. There you go. All right. Now we just got one by the cuticle. And since her finger is wider, I am going to gently move it over. All right. There's one. Look, isn't that great? The no blend, you can't even see where I blended them. And let me see, I've got another. Let's show you her other hand. Look at that. See, we went from this to this. Now what I'm going to do, since we're running a little longer, I'm going to go ahead and move this aside, and I'm going to start to file just so that you can see what the end product is going to look like. Okay. Let's get out my file. Okay, let's put this under here. All right. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and pull the product away from the nail. Sorry about that. A little discomfort, I know. All right, here we go. Standard, side to side. Straight out. And she likes her square. Straight across. And I'll just show you with the one nail. All right. Let's see, pull it back. I need your hand straight out like so. Thank you. And when you learn to lay your product, you are going to be shocked at how easy it is to file. Almost no filing. This, to me, is the easiest part. And I'm going to work in a circular motion. So holding my file like so allows it to give. Come all around the tip. Bevel it around the cuticle. And remember, you still have all that little padding because you didn't file it all away. And working around. Go around those corners so you don't catch anything. So now we're just going to clean sweep that. And nothing with an e-file. Everything I did was with my regular file. Straight out underneath. Straight out underneath. Straight across. Pushing back the cuticle, making sure I've got it all around those edges to seal them. And then going to my smoother side, going to my fine. Let's see, that was the coarse medium, then I'm going to my fine, and then I will go to my extra fine. Everything right here in my hand. And these I also have in my store. And of course, you've got the perfect C curve because of it. Let's see, turn over. Forgot about this little lip. I remember I did in the beginning. There you go. All right, where's my white buffer block? And then we're going to put, I think, the holographic. You want to do this, what I did here, the holographic? Or do you want to go color?
No, I like the shiny.
You like the shiny? Okay. And that's true of most of my clients. They prefer to wear them actually clear. Let's see. From all the... A lot of people that come to me from other places have never been able to really wear them clear because of all the lines and the yellowing and stuff like that. All right, there you go. And that is what, I put a little, hit it with a little oil. Of course, on the nail bed, not on the nail. We don't want to cross-contaminate our oil. Go ahead and, now we're going to go ahead and use my cloth. And when I take pictures, I don't like them to have oil, relax. I don't like them to have oil on them, only because it refracts the light. And it doesn't allow you to relax your finger, please. There you go. All right. There you go. There's that pretty nail. And that's what we're going to accomplish with all of them. And then we're going to put on, of course, a really shiny top coat. Thank you very much for stopping by. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, also the bell to receive notifications of my content. And thank you so much for commenting, for sharing me, and for liking me. And remember, thank you for allowing me to share my passion for nails with you. Amorica signing off. I've got to get this new feature. There we go.